want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
And welcome back to another interview at the Mad Millennial premiere. I'm Lolo.
I'm Shae.
And this is a Let Me Stay Focused interview with
Lynn, one of the writers of the project.
Yes. Woo! So tell the people sort of about what you've done for the project, what writing was like.
Okay, so yeah, I was the main writer for the female character in the story. And so every time you have an episode that is basically just about our main female character, that was all me. So me and Shae really kind of like got to the ground on how we wanted her to be, how we wanted everything to go, and we just basically just had it laid out from there. So
yes, the heart of the protagonist here with us. I love that. Love that.
So what was the process of like getting that story like off the paper and like actually filming it? Oh man, first of all, this project started, I started writing this in like 2021. So it was definitely, it seemed like time was just still. And then all of a sudden, I know that they're recording, they're in the editing phase. They're like, okay, we're about to meet up here. I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. I can't believe that, it's finally here.
Yeah.
And then when they actually got to the last episode, it really felt unreal. I'm like, y'all are really about to start editing this? Like, this is really about to be a thing? Like,
yeah.
So it was really awesome.
And it seems like it was quite the wait. So like, what do you want the audience to know about the importance of like sticking to it, working through it?
Oh my gosh, y'all. Don't stop. Don't give up. Keep going, because just like I said, we started in 2021. Things take time. Patience is a virtue. Everything, is not just going to fall in your lap. Let it simmer down. What's the word I'm looking for?
Marinate.
It's got a cord. You let it marinate. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And then things just going to come together like glue, and it's just perfect.
I love that.
That's amazing.
It really is.
Yeah.
So was there any like challenges where did you have to rewrite anything along the way?
There were a couple of scenes that, I did have to rewrite, or scenes that I thought that I really liked that were taken out, but it's just all a part of the process. And, everything that you do the first time is not going to always be the best. That's why we have a team, had a great writing team. Shaq was really great. He was really honest in the writing rooms, or when I presented an episode to him, maybe we changed it. I'm like, okay, listening to his point of view, everything was great, but it wasn't too bad. It was awesome.
And there was quite the wait in between, conception of like the idea and seeing it on the screen. Was there anything, I know that you said about change, but like, was there anything that was like, I don't know if this still a couple years later fits the script?
That is definitely something that we talked about. But then again, that is something that season 2 is going to definitely delve in for sure.
I love that.
Absolutely. But not that much has changed. I feel like we're still in a perspective of us just being millennials, living in this world, just adulting now, trying to, really figure out what's going on in our life. So,
oh, girl,
it's an evergreen subject.
Yeah. So, y'all are going to be premiering 2 episodes tonight. Is there anything that you want people to leave with after they, watch these first 2 episodes?
I really hope that the first 2 episodes get people captured enough to want to continue watching and wanting more. That has basically always been like my biggest thing when it comes to anything, writing anything that, you want people to watch on a screen. You want them to be comfortable with it enough that they'll watch it again and again, making it their comfort, the comfort show. I got a lot of comfort shows, and that's basically how I write. So people are like, okay, let me just go ahead and throw this on.
Yeah, this is going to be our next comfort show. I love to hear it. Anything you want to sort of like leave the audience with about your inspiration for writing?
Oh my gosh. My inspiration for writing, anything dealing with film, short stories, it would definitely have to be Keenen Ivory Wayans, Robert Townsend. Those 2 are definitely some of my favorites. I'm pretty old school, quote unquote, if you want to say it like that now. Like, I love going back and watching their earlier films and projects where it was just so raw. It just seemed so unedited and just like real. And I just love those, that raw laugh and joy, so
Yeah,
they are definitely a couple of my favorites.
Perfect. Amazing. Well, thank you for joining us. Tell the people where they can find you, the series, anything that you've worked on.
Oh my gosh, if y'all want to come follow me, you can follow me at Benya Baby. That's underscore Benya Baby, Benya Baby. And of course follow Mad Millennial because we got season 2 started up. So that's going to be coming out even sooner. So
Mad
make
Millennial
sure.
Series on Instagram.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Wow. I'm Low.
I'm Big Shot Shae.
I'm Silas.
He's Silas, also known as Kori.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Mad Millennial Series.
Yes, ma'am.
What can you tell us? I know we didn't get to see Silas in these first 2 episodes, but what can you tell us about Silas?
So, one thing I can tell you about Silas, he's very funny. He has a very funny personality behind him. And he also has more. I don't want to tell too much, but Silas is, I would say, in my sense, underdog. You know, he's coming from certain circumstances that I won't disclose on this episode, but he comes from certain circumstances that, you know, could label him as an underdog. But amongst all that, he is one of those funny, fun-loving, and just amazing personalities that he brings to the show. So
That's good.
and a couple other things that's coming to season 2. I ain't gonna talk too much about that.
I can't wait for season 2.
So, man,
Did you resonate with your character? Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Like, what did you resonate with? Like, when it comes to your character, and like, what did you learn from the role?
So, for one, this is my first time like acting in any type of role per se. So, you know, just kind of more so getting, you know, the workouts and just, you know, being in this role. Silas more so I connect with him more so on an emotional personality level. Any role that I get, I always like to try to connect with them more so on an interpersonal, you know, personality or emotional level, just so I can kind of exude that same character that, you know, is written on the script. So with him, a lot of his quirks, just a lot of the things that he says that kind of just exudes those small little pockets of personality that you can see in the show. It just, when I see in the script and just kind of just read through everything, it made sense to me. So.
Yeah. And what did you learn about yourself from being Silas?
Oh man. I learned about just perseverance. Like I said, it's my first time acting. So just kind of just learning the roles, you know, the processes of just, you know, just playing Silas in general. And then even when you record certain like scenes, it's always, because I'm an analytical thinker. I like to think more so about the details. So I can do take 1, take 2. But if it's not how I would like to, I'll try to, you know, rewrite it. So it's more so just try to bring the best out of you when it comes to a character. So.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, do you think you will continue to keep acting?
Oh yeah,
after this?
absolutely, absolutely. Like this isn't the stop of me acting. You'll definitely see Ken Voltaire and a couple other projects coming up. Of course, in Mad Millennial season 2,
Yeah.
oh, y'all, I'm excited for that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm super excited for that one. And just a couple other projects you know, I've been talking to some people about. But the main project that I'm really, really excited for, Mad Millennial season 2.
Right.
Yeah. And I said before you go, I saw in Silas's profile, even though we haven't seen him yet, that he's very close to Rashawn and Kofi.
Oh yeah.
What
Those
was
my
it like
dogs.
forming like an actual brotherhood with the other actors on set?
So with me, I have two best friends. Of course, my twin brother Kaden, and of course, my best friend Keith. So just building that bond with my cast members, you know, just those two specifically, it just kind of just felt like building that bond, like when I was growing up in middle school with these two guys, you know. So it felt very familiar, you know. And when I'm familiar with, you know, cast members, and I just kind of get that sense of like, okay, this is like how this is outside of, you know, my inner circle. It just makes sense to me to just kind of just be myself in that sense. So I really look at those two guys as just, you know, my brothers. Those are my dogs, you know, my day one L for, you know, all that. So that's my dogs. You know.
Hey. So, like, what was your favorite moment of, you know, shooting the series?
You see, I want to tell y'all, but then I don't, because it's like I feel like some of those moments are going to give a little detail of the season, the episodes that haven't come out yet. Yeah, y'all just got to watch.
Yeah,
Just stay
y'all
tuned,
watch
man.
it.
I can't tell y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to plead the
We
fifth
gonna
on this
watch it,
one.
though.
I've been
We
trying to
definitely
get these episodes since we booked this game.
Look,
They're not coming up.
We not dropping none of that shit. It's just like how Dr. Dre won with Chronic. You ain't getting no details, none of that till it's ready to drop. You understand me?
The Chronic been dropping 20 years.
So look, if you want to keep up with the series, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Shaquille Jordan Productions. They're the Mad Millennial Series, man. I appreciate everybody for coming out to this spectacular event that we have.
And tell
for the
them where to
first of the
find
series.
you.
Oh, yeah. And you can definitely find me at _K.VOLTAIRE. I'm K Voltaire. Outside of being an actor, I'm also a model and I'm also a special ed teacher. So kind of mix
Y'all
of both
already
worlds.
know. Y'all already know y'all can find us.
Friend of the show. Friend of the show.
Yeah, man. Follow us. Make sure y'all stay tuned with Mad Millennial, y'all. I cannot wait to show our next couple of these episodes, man. I'm really excited for that, y'all. For real.
We excited to see
Thank you for
Scream.
joining us again.
Thank you.
Always
Thank
a
you.
pleasure.
Thank you. I'm going to get out of here and go ahead and, partake in the festivities.
All right, welcome back to another interview at the Mad Millennial premiere. I'm Lala.
I'm Big Shot Shae.
And we're here with,
My name is Lewis.
and he is the assistant director for
Yes.
the project.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Pick up your sub. Tell us about all of the stuff that you did for Mad.
So I was a part of the process of Mad Millennial since the very beginning. So since Shae came up with the project, after he shared it with the writers of the project, he brought it to me and then he brought it to a couple of other people to help out with pre-production. So I was at first I was kind of hands-on with everything. I was more production assistant. So anything that he needed with call sheets, getting those together. Not necessarily helping with casting, but kind of confirming, if he brought things to me, I was like, okay, all right, that looked good. And just helping with anything that he needed to set up,
Yeah.
Yeah, being
So,
a
yeah.
sounding board is super important.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what would you say is your favorite part of the journey since you've been on it since the beginning?
Yeah. I think my favorite part of the journey has been, I don't know. I love the production days, to be honest. Like they were hard, but they were necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it felt real professional. The way he set everything up, with having call sheets, having the time on the call sheets, having the date on the call sheet, having everybody's place of like, okay, importance on the call sheet. You know what I'm saying? So being able to have my name on a call sheet, hey, Lewis, you're supposed to be here by this time, and then we're going to leave from here and go here. All right, and then we're going to change and go here. I think just the professionalism of the whole project was my favorite part because it raised the standard of what everybody was doing. You know what I'm
It
saying?
made it real.
Yeah. More than just like like a local project. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And I know it took a long time
Yeah.
for us to get from pre-production to like actually watching the 2 episodes that we
Yeah.
just watched.
Yeah, years.
What do you hope that the audience takes away from these 2 episodes that we just
I feel like I want them to take away the fact that it can be done. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have a big vision and if it takes a team, you can establish that team.
Yeah.
You can
Right.
get something like this done. You know what I'm saying? I really hope that everybody is able to go back and watch on November 1st when they drop on YouTube so that you
Yeah.
guys can get like the full breadth of, all the dialogue, the inside jokes, things
Yeah.
that kind of carry on throughout the series. So yeah, just the fact that like it can be done, it's a big vision. So it can be done. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you just stick to it. For real.
That's amazing. I think, like you said, when it's real, it's like it feels more than just local.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that it is local
Yeah.
because it kind of puts people on.
Yeah. Yeah.
How would you describe the show in one sentence or in one word?
One sentence or one word.
Like if you had a phrase.
That's crazy. I've asked people this question about stuff like all the time because I do interviews, so like I ask people this question, but I never think
Yeah.
about like answering the question. Memorable. Yeah, memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
memorable.
good.
And I would say homegrown too, because like we took the opportunity to like showcase different areas of the 757 that we're
Right.
all, like privy to. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we have scenes throughout the series, not in episode 1 and episode 2, but in later episodes of the, you know what I'm saying, like Waterside, um, you know what I'm saying, Virginia Beach. You know what I'm saying? Even we shot some scenes out in Suffolk, you know, where like the majority of us is from, you know?
Right.
So I think being able to showcase different parts of our area on like
Yeah.
a bigger screen like this, you know what I'm saying? That's not like, you know what I'm saying, music video or, you know what I'm saying, anything other like that. It makes it more possible that, hey, you can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like seeing that drone footage of just the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, of where somebody grew up. It's
Right.
like, yo, that's some dope shit. And we
Yeah.
can do it. You know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
just thinking that. Like I was just when we was watching the episode, I was pointing like, oh, that's this place, that's that place.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
that's dope.
And so that was one of our goals. You know, every place that we shot, we wanted to make sure we got B-roll of specific areas or like landmarks that were close to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As like 757 natives. So
I
yeah.
love it.
Yeah, and it's been really inspiring to see the level to which y'all go to invest in local talent.
Yeah.
And what was it like working with the two leads?
Yeah. So yeah, Ashley and Dre, I knew Ashley had film experience before. You know what I'm saying? She came in as like the kind of the head honcho in terms of like film experience. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
She had experience behind the camera. She was getting her lines, she was reading them. So she kind of raised the standard of Dre.
Yeah.
You know, Dre had never acted before. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all familiar with Dre, but you know what I'm saying? That's free_Drizzy. So we know him as a rapper. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We know him as a musician. So this was him stepping outside of his rapper bag and getting into a whole different bag. And so me being able to see how seriously he took that, and you know what I'm saying, the fuck ups. You know what I'm saying? There was one scene that we had to shoot like 20 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the fact that it's resilience, you know what I'm saying, that persistence and that hard work, you know what I'm saying, in real time. And it makes you like, oh, like this shit can happen if
Right.
you put the work in, but it takes work. You know what I'm saying? So it was great working with them. It was great. She had a lot of patience with him, and he was able to work well with her. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it definitely raised a level to where like at the end of the series, they were both, you know what
On
I'm
the same
saying?
level.
Yeah. Like you saw the progression for real.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's amazing.
I love that. Well, thank you for joining us. Tell the people a little bit more about yourself, your passion
Yeah.
outside of Mad Millennial,
Yeah.
and then where to find you.
Yeah, so outside of Mad Millennial, you guys can find me. I run a magazine, a multimedia a multimedia platform for local artists called Jack Jensen.
Okay.
So you can find it at Who Is Jack Jensen on Instagram.
Spell that for the listeners.
So yeah, Who Is Jack Jensen? So WHOIS and then Jack JACK Jensen JENSON. My bad. But yeah, if you look up Carefree Magazine, that's all of my stuff. You know, Carefree
Word.
Magazine, the Carefree Corner. I do a lot of promotional work. You know what I'm saying? I do behind the scenes. Like I'm familiar with Swerve because I've been in the studio with her and Wally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been in the studio and with her engineering. So I do a lot of promotional work. You know what I'm saying, around the 757. So yeah,
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
thank
And
you.
It was running
congratulations.
from the interview, but we had to make sure we get you behind
Thank
this
you.
camera.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I hate being behind the camera, but I'm getting more
Well, in
comfortable.
front, rather, right? We're in
Yeah. Being in front of the camera, yeah. But I'm getting comfortable being uncomfortable more. You
I
know what I'm
love
saying?
that.
So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Bless y'all for coming out for real.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, yeah.
Welcome back to another Mad Millennial interview at the premiere. I'm Lolo.
I'm Big Shae.
And we are joined by...
Chelsea, and I play Ranelle on Mad Millennial.
Thank you for telling me how to pronounce that. I was a little
Ranelle.
nervous
No, I got it
about
wrong. I got it wrong myself the first time. I said, all right.
So what brought you to this series? Like, what made you want to get involved in something, especially something so Hampton Roads centered?
So actually, I got a call from Shae,
Mm.
and he was telling me that, you know, he got the series that's coming out. He got this role. He felt like I fit it perfectly. He was like, if I send you the script, you know, you read it, tell me what you think. And I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. And, you know, I worked with Shae before. Me and Shae graduated Virginia State together. We did
Love
a couple.
State. Love that.
Wow.
Love that for y'all.
My gosh, I didn't know we was coming for that.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Curtains podcast.
It is crazy. We could show love though.
We did, but we did go to Battle of the States and we saw how.
You know what? That's behind us now. We don't
Yeah.
even have to talk about that.
That is behind us.
That is behind us
absolutely
now.
nothing to do with this amazing series.
It has nothing to do with it
Yeah.
at all. But we had worked on a couple projects together before. So it was, you know, me and Shaq, we always meshed. So once I read it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely down for this. So I was with it. So right after I read the script.
So you said y'all did a couple projects before. Like, how did you get your start in acting?
So I'm a poet. I performed at Virginia State University.
Yes.
And I
I've
was
heard it before. Once
so
or twice.
I was a poet for Planet 2000, which is a performance art organization there, and I traveled. I was one of the main performers with all of the productions that we had, and I don't know, it was just something that just came natural. And when he just called on me, I'm like, okay, I think I could do that too.
Yeah.
So I jumped right in it. So, but I've been loving it, ever since I've been in it, and I love to perform. That's just my thing. I don't. It's funny because I'm very much introverted. I don't like walking up and meeting people. I don't like introducing myself, but I would talk in front of a crowd and I would perform. Yeah. So, it's just awkward.
Okay, so I'm interested because we didn't see much of your character in these first 2 episodes, but reading about your character, I'm the oldest of 5. And I know what it means to have to put belt to ass on a little brother.
What
was that like in the filming space, and like how important do you think those roles are, particularly in Black media, of that older sister being like, hey bro, what are you doing?
I'm the oldest of my clan too. So it was very natural for me to take on that role. And me and Rashawn Andre, we meshed like we was legit brother and sister. Some of the cast members, it was like, y'all actually look alike now. And I'm like, all right, y'all pressing it. But it's very important to see that role because people don't really realize, like, we take on that motherly role.
Absolutely.
I think subconsciously our parents put us in that position. We're made to do certain things without being asked. We just jump into that role. Our mentalities are different. And a lot of times we don't try to mother, but we end up mothering because we've seen it all. We went through life with our parents, they was trying to figure it out with us. So now they got the little ones coming under there. So it's like, all right, now I have to take you under my wing.
Yeah.
My younger brother and sisters, like, they're my babies. They can't grow up on me. My brother's married with 3 kids and the 4th on the way, but that's still my baby. Yeah, that's my baby. So it's very important for them to see that dynamic, but also for the oldest girls, especially, to see that you are still the child. You're not the mother, and you have to give love to yourself as well too, and not pour everything into it. Trying to be something that you're not even yet.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
So I know you can relate to your character a lot. But did you learn anything new in playing this role?
I think I've learned how much I don't like messy stuff. I think because even with this character, not giving too much away, people can be messy. And I try not to be that person. Okay. So I really realized how much I just don't, because it was some of the stuff that was telling me in the role. I was like, hey, look, do y'all mind if I could just pencil something else in right here? So, but I think that's one of the things I realized. I'm like, yo, people can really be away, no matter who you are to them, or around them. So people can really show them, themselves, and it's a lot. So
yeah, absolutely. And so with the rise of like the Y2K parties, right?
Okay.
Which we see look a lot different than like our early 2000s parties. How important do you think it is that the Mad Millennial series that is coming out centers around Black moms?
I think it's very important because people have their perception of what Y2K looked like, even with the fashion, how we act and certain things. But it's so crazy to look back now in hindsight and see the younger generation coming up and mimicking what we did. And I'm like, dang, but truthfully, that was some of the best times to ever be in. That was some of the best times to grow up in. I feel like, and maybe it might be biased, that was our era.
Yeah.
But I feel like we was a lot more free. We was a lot more free to be who we are and what we are and true to ourselves. And I think that's why now today we have so many creative avenues, because that was us, then we was able to do those things. With the style, the fashion and stuff, we didn't mind trying certain things, and we didn't care. We didn't care to put 3 different color beads on your necks and the the little camisons over the collar shirts. You know, that was us. Yeah, it was cute.
Where
You
was
know,
the
so
style?
yeah, so it's important for them to see this because we are so different and everybody is so different. Even like the cast members, after you seen us all tonight, everyone is very much themselves. Everybody looks so different.
Yeah.
Nobody looks the same, you know, and we all have our own style, our own way of doing things, but we could come together as one. And I think that's what Y2K was all about. Like literally, everybody was so different, but we all came together as one and represented as one whole group. So
Yeah. I'm very excited about this because, I mean, we know what happened with Living Single and then Friends.
come on
Right?
now.
So I'm excited that the Mad Millennial is a cast of Black folks
Yes.
talking
yes.
about what it means right now to be a
To
millennial.
be that. Yeah.
And we have enough wherewithal to not let Friends happen
Right. Yeah.
after something like this.
Right,
So I'm
right.
super excited about this
Yes,
project.
yes,
Me
yes.
too. Tell our audience where they can find you.
So y'all can get me on Instagram, SIQUORIA, Sequoia. Y'all know I'm from the 90s. Again, that is SIQUORIA. That's on Instagram.
See?
Yeah.
See, you know what you're talking about because we be asking people to spell it all the time. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes.
It's been so nice meeting you. I'm super excited to see your character in
Thank you.
future episodes.
Thank
And
you.
last thing, everybody's been talking about how excited they are about Mad Millennial season 2. Do you share that excitement? Are you hoping for it to make some of Shae make it happen?
Let me tell you something. Baby, I am. I'm really excited. I cannot wait for us to start rolling with that. I think it's going to be a lot more eventful than the first one. And, you know, we seen what we saw for this, and so we know how much we want to bring it for the next time. You know, I think all the cobwebs is off. So
Yeah.
next season is about to be.
Everybody excited.
Yeah,
And I'm
for
so
sure.
excited to meet your character because I think that's where I'm going to see myself in the show. So
I think you might.
yeah.
You might. You might. Yeah, especially you being messy. I ain't gonna talk about it too much. No, you just go on.
I must cause a little drama.
Thank
It
you
was
so
so
much.
nice
Thank
meeting
y'all
you.
so much. Thank y'all so much. Have a good one.
You
And
too.
behold, girl.
You know, I ain't got nothing to say after that. I'm gonna get up out of here.
Stop messing with the gas.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. We're gonna get our get back though.
Yeah.
We look forward to it. Maybe next year at Battle of the Bands.
Woo, you know what?
Shade is not
I
stopping.
gotta get prepared for when Shaq get over here because then I'm a
Oh yeah, he coming. He coming for you. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Back to an interview at the Mad Millennial premiere. I'm Lil Low,
I'm Big Shot Shae.
and we're here with
My name is James Lynn, and I was the director of photography and the music supervisor for the project.
Woo, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
I was in a play once. I'm a huge fan of the crew, except for like one crew member who I didn't like. And when he untied his lights, I tied all the strings to tie the lights together. You're way more pleasant than that guy. I promise you that.
Thanks.
So knowing that the crew, like y'all decide how the show looks, how the show sounds, it's really like for and integral to any show or like media that people consume, and people don't really think about it that much. So what was your ideal visual or aesthetic? Like, what did you have in mind when you started approaching Mad Millennial?
My first approach was just to really dive into Shaq's vision and try my best to make that a reality for the project. It was a lot of him sending me inspiration to different shows like Martin, Insecure,
Yeah.
and me just trying to find out different ways or like study techniques to try to accomplish that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I like to know about like how people started out. I've always been interested in like what's the process of becoming like a crew member. So what was your journey with that?
My process was actually pretty random. I was at Norfolk State back in
Behold.
for sure. Back in 2018, and you know, we get refund checks, and I was just tired of spending mine on frivolous shit. So I ended up getting or investing in the camera, and within like 2 months, I shot my first wedding, and
That's dope.
you know what I'm saying, started shooting with Norfolk State's media team for the marching band.
That's natural talent. Yeah.
And then after that, it was just a wrap. It's just
It's
something,
been up.
you feel me? So
I like
it's just
that.
something I picked up and didn't put down.
I love that. I love that. So we're going to watch the first 2 episodes today. But throughout, I guess for the entirety of the season, if it's in the first 2 episodes, great, so we can see it. Are there any small details that you're really proud of that made it into the show?
A couple of the scenes that looked like daytime, we were really shooting like 8 o'clock at night. It was no sun around, you feel me? So we really like made some magic on set.
No way.
Yeah, for sure.
That is actually really cool.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, what was like your biggest challenge in this
Uh,
project?
The biggest challenge was probably time of day. You got so much that you're trying to get done in one day, and we're an independent crew, so we're working on limited time and limited funds. So, like doing tricks like the daylight trick really uh it made things easier for us. You feel me? Or took the stress out of things. So it challenged me, but it was a good challenge at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so y'all decide essentially what the vibe of the show is. If you had to, for our last question, if you had to sum up the vibe of the show in 3 words, what would it be? And you can't use Mad or Millennial.
Okay. I would say timeless, relatable, and heartwarming.
Those are good ones. Oh, now
Sound
I'm
like it's gonna be a
excited.
good show.
When do
right?
we start?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, James. Tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram and all social medias at ohfo.hdba, and also follow my recording studio, HDBA Studios.
You've heard it here
So-
first. Mad Millennial premiere, episodes 1 and 2. Thank you for joining us,
Thank you.
James Lynn.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and welcome back to another interview at the Mad Millennial premiere. I'm Lil Low,
I'm Big Shae.
and we're here with
Andre Drayton, baby.
Okay.
yes, one of the 2 leads.
Yeah.
How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. It's a little hot in here, but I'm feeling good.
It is a little high here.
Yeah.
We'll hook you up with the fan.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I see you got your finest studs on. I would be
Yeah.
high if I was you too.
Yeah,
That's fly though.
hospitality.
You can't take it off. Y'all are like committed to fashion. I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't care.
What? Who,
Oh, I
me?
got you. Yeah.
I
It be
am
like
a little
that.
hot.
It be like that though.
This is the fashion killer of the show. I don't do too much of that.
You
Now you
look
look
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what was your experience like? I heard that this is like your first get. I heard you're actually like a rapper, like you do music,
Yeah, I do a lot.
and now you acting.
Yeah.
What was that like? What was the transition like?
The work ethic was like the same. Just doing something different was like the biggest thing in the transition. But it was like, it was cool just doing something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
How did this opportunity like come to you?
I seen it on Instagram actually. So he was doing a casting call, and I went for the lead role once, and he kind of declined me.
Oh.
Yeah. So I tried again. He declined me again,
Oh wow.
and then he posted again.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get it this time.
Yeah.
And then
Posting it. It's
Yeah.
like, we know.
I asked him the same thing, but he said the people that he was going with didn't fall through and everything. So
Yeah.
I was kind of like the last resort. But hey,
God's
it be
timing.
like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, for sure. When do you feel like the transition to acting and now, like, it's on the resume now, right? Like,
Hey.
you're an actor.
I like it.
What do you feel like that taught you about yourself?
It definitely taught me that I can go back to school, retaining the lines and stuff. So actually doing that, reading, and like I said, retaining the lines, it showed me my memory isn't as bad as I thought it was. Yeah.
That's good.
That is a good thing to learn.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I ain't going with.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm getting old now.
So what do you think makes this show stand out? Like, how is it different from other series?
I think this series stands out because it is basically relatable to a lot of the. It's supposed to be relatable and catered to the younger crowd, but it's also, I don't want to call nobody old, but it's like older actors within the series.
Yeah.
So it kind of helps the older crowd kind of understand the younger generation. Honestly,
Yeah, bridging
Yeah.
the gap.
it bridges that gap that we need.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. So I know that we spoke to Kori, right? And he was talking about like the bond that y'all built as Silas and Kofi and Rashawn. What was that like on set? Because I know usually you mentioned different things. So, usually that's like a solo thing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
what was it like becoming a part of like a real team and like a cast?
It kind of was like, it kind of was natural almost, because just being around people for so long, you kind of just build that chemistry and everything. So just being on set with everybody, catching everybody vibe, and actually having fun doing it, that kind of
Yeah.
created the bond between everybody.
Yeah, I can tell the cast like gets along really
Yeah,
well.
Yeah.
it was
Excited
cool.
to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all seem really, really cool.
Hey, I got some new friends.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, like, what was your favorite moment on set?
Mm. Y'all gonna have to see it. But yeah, y'all gonna have to see it. But when people see it, they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, that's definitely out of Andre comfort zone.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see that your character is a painter, right? Or like an artist, rather. Are you familiar with the arts? Did you get familiar with the arts? And if not, who did the painting?
Julian back there did the painting.
Oh, Haskins.
Yeah, I have no artistic skills whatsoever as far as like drawing. Like I can make music and put some clothes on, but I can't draw. But yeah, so playing a painter was kind of different for me. I didn't go and research no paintings or nothing like that, but it was cool just actually watching him create the paintings and stuff like that. He actually had some paintings that was already done that kind of related to the film. So it was kind of like how we talked about timing and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Divine intervention.
Mm-hmm.
Alignment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. So, before you go, tell our audience, like, you know, where they can find you, what's coming up.
Y'all can find me everywhere at free_Drizzy. Don't forget to put the underscore in between free and Drizzy. You know, a lot of stuff coming up. You know, I do if the people know me, they know I do a lot. So probably more acting, a lot more music, a lot more pictures. You know.
Yeah.
I love that. Are you as excited for season 2 as everybody else?
I'm overly excited.
I'm excited to see
Overly.
it. I've been trying to steal these episodes from Shaq for like 3 weeks.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
He said you'll watch it at the premiere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
listen, I'll send you my email address. You happen to get a copy of them.
I might see what I can do.
Send them over. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me. And this fan is awesome. I might take this with me.
Amazon, baby.
Okay.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, and welcome back to another interview at the Mad Millennium premiere. I'm Lolo.
I'm Big Shae.
And we're here with
Ashley.
Ashley, co-star of the show.
Yes.
Listen, so I heard that you had the most film experience when going into this in terms of the actors. How you get that? How you get all that experience, girl?
You know what? I think one, I was a theater geek as a kid.
Okay.
And then secondly, I think maybe right before we started filming, I did classes with T-Saw.
Oh, wow.
So that's how, but nothing like professional.
They said you knew it all, girl. I was trying to catch up with you.
You raised the bar.
That's them showing me love. I'm trying to be like them too.
So what can we expect from your character's journey?
Oh my gosh. She's very naive and we get to see her grow. Definitely some growing pains.
Yeah.
And we get to see her mature a little bit and learn how to find herself career-wise, what her goals are, how she wants to be as a person in her love life, career, all around. So that's pretty much her.
Yeah.
Has playing Letitia taught you anything about yourself?
Yeah, I think she pivots very well when something isn't really going her way. And she learns like, okay, you know what? This doesn't work out for me. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm just going to try a different way. And that, I think, really resonated with me because I'm the type of person that's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to hold on to this a little bit. And
sunk cost theory.
yeah. And before I move on. So I think she really taught me let stuff go. It's okay. Mistakes happen. Keep rolling with the punches.
That's amazing.
So what was your process of, getting into your character?
Yeah. For one, we met with Shaq a lot. Myself and Andre really getting a feel for who she was as a woman. And then after that, just really creating a backstory that felt unique and genuine for her. And then kind of figuring out the puzzle pieces of what makes her her. How does she take her family being super important to her, her learning to not choose love over career and how that works out and kind of figuring out what that looks like for her. So I hope, did I answer the question?
Yeah,
Yes, you did.
Yeah, she's very interesting to witness when like everything professionally is going well, but everything like personally is going wrong.
It's a mess.
And how someone, seems like they make good decisions, but also like what is going on there?
Yeah, she's a mess, a beautiful mess. Like a surface level, she's great and thriving. And then it's like, oh, you look behind the curtains and you're like, oh, wow, you're doing all of that. Like,
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
yeah, like, what are you doing? No one loves you. They're not telling you about yourself.
I was just gonna say, how important were Letitia's friendships to her?
Very.
Because you don't see a lot of them in the first 2 episodes, but I'm assuming they're there. We see one really strong relationship.
Yes, that is her cousin. That is the strongest relationship that she has, and she really values her opinion. And I think that through the season, you'll see how important it is to her because that's kind of like her rock. And the person that doesn't judge her as well for her very poor decisions that she makes.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited to see her growth throughout the season though, because I definitely can tell like there's something there.
Yeah, she gets a little interesting before, and it's like you want to smack her a little bit, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then she kind of gets it together. So it's fun to see it unfold.
As with all of our friends, I think like we all, some of us are Letitia.
Yes.
Yes. I can attest to that.
Well, we know they want the best for us. So, before we go, a lot of people have shown us a serious excitement for Mad Millennial Season 2. How excited are you for that?
Oh, I'm super excited because I hope it happens. I really, really hope that we get to see Letitia on the other side.
Oh, girl, I think it's happening. All these people talking about it. You might as well clear your schedule.
I really hope that we get to see it because we got a little like peek and it was like, okay, she gets it together. So I really hope it happens.
Tonight was a great turnout. So I think everybody's looking forward to it.
Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. I'm very glad it was well received.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. One last question. What was your favorite moment during the filming of this show?
Yeah, I think my favorite moment was working with the cast and crew because we all got along so well.
Yeah.
And it's such a big group of us that it was really great to see that and have that, and to handle the characters with care. And working with Miss Cynthia's character, that was always a lot of fun. Shaq let us play with our characters and do a lot of improv. So that was always fun because every take was kind of a little different, just us having fun. So every day was different and exciting. So I think those were probably my favorite.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We definitely can see the chemistry and how y'all interact. So that's good.
Yeah, we can tell how well the cast gets along.
Thank you.
So tell the people where they can find you, Mad Millennial, but also outside of Mad Millennial, and make sure you spell your @ name.
Yes. So you can find, the first episode comes out November 1st on YouTube, and you can find me at ash.1022. Yes. On Instagram, which is ASH.TEN22 on Instagram. I don't know why I said at.
We definitely gonna find you.
We gonna find you. Trust that. Thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you continued success.
Oh,
this
thank
has been
you
really
so
amazing.
much. It was a pleasure meeting you guys.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break.
Peace.
Bye.